very flexible.
Hi, honey. What are we doing?
We're going on a sampan, and we're in Vietnam. We're going to cruise around.
The backwaters of the Mekong River.
Yep.
Here's all of our crew coming aboard. We're the last of them.
Apparently we have a splash guy.
Our ship is not wood, it is steel, so it's not champagne. It's Avalon. Okay. And did you have a little nap after lunch? Really? Okay. And let you know, we are now still in one of the tributary of the Mekong. Mekong is just not a single river. It's a system, right? Mekong related to a mighty river coming through 6 countries. Right? I told you this morning, right? This platform is that. Tibet is about 5,000 meters above sea level. The travel for that above sea level. That means upstream over here, the water was very turbulent. That's why there's so many dams built over there. Alright? This time of year, this level is already dry, but then compared to like February, March and April, this water is very high. For that time, especially in April, very dry, can you believe? The water dropped for 2 more meters. Yeah, 2 more meters. Alright? And in all of this area, we have about 50,000 kilometers of waterways. 50,000, that means 30,000 miles, right, waterway around. That includes big river, small river, includes some of the little canal and creek. All right, so that waterway, that is a very important transportations for the local area. All right, and this area we call Mekong Delta, right? You see the map on our ship that called Mekong Delta? It's related to a part very end to the south of Vietnam, surrounded by Mekong River. Up to 1824. It's about 5 years to build this canal. This one, total the length is about 92 kilometers. 92 kilometers. The width, 30 meters. 30 meters, about 100 feet.
You can
And
smell
then at that
cooking.
time when they first built it, it's about 6 meters deep. Because at that time water go high. And right now it's at about 4, maybe 3 meters deep. Right? Because the water level is going down. Alright? And at that time in the year 1819, Vietnam is ruled by king. King under Nguyen dynasty. Right? 30% Buddhist and we have about 10% Catholic. Right? Catholic about 10%. 48 plus 10 is about 48. Right? Make it 50%. Right? And the other 50% is there for all other religions. Alright? Then in Vietnam, if you meet someone in the there's around 150 residents who don't visit any saints, right? They do something what we call family ancestor worship. Alright? So let's just get into an hour. This is what we do. 2005, this is why I don't know what I'm talking about. But in the middle of the house, you see our altar. Right, the altar. And then on the was fish. Number 1, protein, fish. Number 2, after fish, of course, pork. Right, pork is also very popular meat. After pork will be chicken or duck. Right, and beef it comes at last. Right, because somehow beef is more expensive than pork. And about the lamb or mutton, we don't eat it very much. Right? In the market, you never can find the sheep meat. If you want to have it, it should be some big supermarket in Saigon. Even the supermarket we visit this morning, never have no sheep meat actually sold there. Okay? Yeah. And if you see many birds flying around, exactly that one is called salango, right? The salango, it is a very special bird. And this special bird, you know what? It's a family of swallow. But this kind of bird, very interesting. They use their own saliva. to make nets. And in Asia, especially Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, people like to eat bird nets soup, and it comes from this bird, right? And because of that, they could have, the demand is very high, so that they could have enough net to sell. That's why a lot of people, they try to build what we call the bird house. Bird house. I will show you on the way. And in that kind of bird house, people try to make the copy. They might have like a recorder, right? They copy the sound of the real bird, and they turn it on, and then it attracts a lot of birds coming in there. And in the house, of course, they have to build a very beautiful condition for light, or wind, or air, everything that makes the bird happy to stay. And then if the birds stay there, they make nets. All right. And of course, after hatching, after hatch, the baby one is flied away, and people collect the nets. All right. And also because of that, I'm sorry, I always honest to you, tell you the truth. Demand is so high. Sometimes it's a real bird net. 1 kilo, maybe 2,000 US dollars for 1 kilogram. That's why in Vietnam, in China, and in Southeast Asian countries, we try to make coffee. Coffee is taken from the glass noodle, glass lumicillin, right? It's texture, it's just like the net, and then make coffee one. Alright, yeah, of course they put some real passive somewhere. Right there.
Video or picture?
Oh, yeah, video. Right, so right on the right side, the fishermen, they are going to throw a net.
I'll let you get it.
Fish.
Isn't the guy's name Chung?
Because the rice from the rice field is not ready for us to eat, so that it have to go to the factory over there, and in there they remove the husk by a very special crushing machine, right? And with this kind of factory, it brings me back to my childhood. In my hometown, we also grow rice by ourselves. And then when I was like 12 years old, my dad just asked me to bring our rice from the farmland to the factory. And then the owner of the factory is always stay at the gates. And he always just ask me one question. You want to pay or you want to have free service? And then of course, which way you refer? Free, right? But then if you say free, with this kind of, that's in the rice husk. On the boat, it's just the skin of the rice. Okay, all right. So in this factory, if you put your rice from the farmland, I call it input. Input is just the rice from the farmland. But then after very complicated processing, then the output, that would be 4 different products. Yeah, 4 different products. Yeah, so number one, for the 4 output, that will be the white rice. That's what we eat. Alright. Second, you see the yellow thing on the boat over there? Is it a rice husk? That is the skin of the rice. That one is not edible, but it's good for fuel. I mean for home cooking. right? Instead of using firewood or propane gas, you can use the rye husk for burning. Okay, yes. Number three, during the processing, some of the rye grain is broken, and we have that one we call broken rice. Number 3. And number 4, if you use your nail to remove the skin of one of the rye seeds, the rye you have is not white, it's a little bit yellow. And to make it very white, they have to do polishing. And when they do polishing, that means they remove the rye bran, B-R-A-N, out of the seed. That's why the rice gets very white. And that powder is number 4. Right? Number 1 is the white rice, number 2 rye husk, number 3 broken rice, and number 4 is rice bran. Okay? So that the owner of the factory asked me, you want a free service? Yes. So I just only bring home the white rice, 1 bag only. But then one day I say, no, I will pay you, and he will give me 4 sacks. 4 sacks. 1 for the white rice, 1 for the husk, 1 for the broken one, and 1 for the bran. So what can we do with the broken one? That one is also very good for us to eat. And any of you from the US or any of you from anywhere with a big Vietnamese community, you will find Vietnamese restaurant, and they serve you, they call cơm tấm, C-O-M-T-A-M. So instead of using whole grain of rice, they use broken one. All right, and the rye bran, it's only used for animals. It may be chicken, maybe ducks, or maybe pig. They eat it. All right, so that if my father wants all, we pay him. Right, if we just want to take the white rice, then we won't pay him. And he will keep all of that, and he can sell to make money. All right, yeah. But nowadays, mostly people just take the white one. Yeah. See, over the field, many prepare the fish, and she very kindly asked my girlfriend to serve that fish for every family member. And to serve like 10 member, it means you have to use either side of the fish, right? And let's see how her serve the fish. And if she flip the fish, my mom say, no. All right. And to be good for your husband to be, I have to share, because sometimes where she's from, they don't have that kind of belief, right? So we have to share that very special family belief. Okay. And if you look straight over there on your right hand side, you see right on the mountain Lulu, mountain side, there's a very big Buddha statue. It's still not finished yet. It's still under construction, and they say when it's finished, it will be about 81 meter high. Why 81? Because 8 plus 1 is 9. In Vietnam, number 9. That is a lucky number. That's why they build Buddha with 81 meter high. And that mountain exactly about 284 meters. Thailand or Laos to Vietnam, right? And